It's getting away. It's getting to be literally every day. I'm hearing of people. Matter of fact, you know what? I've got to share a testimony with you that I just got on Facebook from Sis Rear, McBee, and here's what she says. She says, you gotta hear this, folks. You gotta hear this. She says, well, ooh, where is it? Come on, get back here, sis. There you go. I'm going up here. This is what Sis Rear, I just got this today on Facebook. I have to share this. It says, Shalom, Dr. Truman. Wanted to check in and thank you for your help, guidance, and prayers. Also wanted to give what I believe is a great testimony that I didn't expect. In addition to my weight loss, which is always a great plus, my alertness and energy is off the radar. I can't believe it. My legs are no longer aching. But the thing that surprised me the most was that I had a white spot on the shin of my leg now for 2 to 3 years, which is the leg that ached the most. That was the size of a penny, and it no longer had any pigmentation, which I assumed was an age spot and nothing serious. After 4 days of taking the natural herbs that you recommended, I started seeing a few tiny spots of melanin returning inside the area. I'm now about 2 weeks into taking the herbs to clean my kidneys, liver, blood, etc. And that spot is about 40% filled back in with melanin, pigmentation, or whatever. And it is, LOL, I will continue the detox and return to the doctor to have my blood ran again in a few weeks. I will follow up with you privately after the visit. Anyways, I wanted to thank you, and of course, all praises and glory to our Heavenly Father in the name of His beloved Son. May the great I Am, the God of Israel, continue to bless you and your works. Sis Rear McBee. Wow, what a blessed sharing that she did, there. So there's that cancer formula. I wanted to share that, and I wanted to share Sis Rear McBee's testimony. But we get there. We're getting these now on a daily basis. It used to be every other day or so we'd get a testimony. Now it's like every day, 2 or 3. And the cancer formula, number 1084. And it gives you the directions. When you click on any of the products, please understand, I do not get anything from the sale of any product. That's not the way we do things. I work solely on donation alone as a minister. And if I don't get donations, I don't eat, or I don't pay the bills, and so forth. And I will be quite frank with you, it's been tough. It's been real tough because we have so many people who cannot make a donation and they need help, and I refuse not to help them. I will help these people, even if they won't give me a penny and they take an hour of my time. I will help them anyway. I always have. I always will. That's the will of the Lord, and that's the way it should be. So, but anyway, those that you can make a donation, please. I really could use an assistant so I could help more people. I need help, and I'm looking for somebody who wants to be trained as an herbalist, and I will train them this system so that they can help other people. I will take the time to do that. I've done that many times. So there's that CF formula. One of the formulas that's inside that cancer formula is called ESIAC. Okay, there's and that is Rene Caussy's name's Rene Caussy, spelled backwards, Caussy. It's ESIAC, and it was my privilege to work with Dr. Norma Myers, and Dr. Norma Myers knew of the nurse Rene Caussy, who invented the ESIAC cancer formula. And so I was privileged to know the exact formulation and how to make it. And then we did at our college there in Alert Bay in Canada when I was working there, when I was going to school there, doing the work of learning how to be an herbalist back in the day, because I'm a graduate ethnobotanist and a phytotherapist with 2 PhDs. I'm a graduate master herbalist, chartered herbalist, master of herbology. I'm an ordained minister and a certified bishop because this is all for the glory and for the victory of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's not for my glory. It is for the glory of the Father. And that's a wonderful feeling and a privilege to continue to witness these wonderful healings from natural remedies. But there's a complete ESIAC formulation there, and it's already in the cancer formula. Another herb is boswellia, also known as frankincense. And you can get frankincense oil. Everybody keeps talking about marijuana oil. Well, hey, before there was marijuana oil, there was frankincense oil, and that oil works great as an anti-cancer oil to take, and as an anti-cancer herbal tincture extract to take. Its medicinal uses are as aromatherapy, has a great scent. Frankincense, boswellia is the botanical name. Frankincense is the common name. And that's, we know that frankincense was given to baby Jesus, Yeshua, and that it's used in aromatherapy. Frankincense is used in arthritis, in bronchitis, in cuts, and in wounds, in facial care, pain relief, rheumatoid arthritis. It's an analgesic. It gets rid of pain. It's an anti-inflammatory. It is an anti-cancer herb. It's anti-rheumatic. It helps get rid of arthritis and rheumatism. And it's an astringent. It's a cicatrizant. And it's a diuretic. It's used in meditation. It's a sedative. It's used for uterine, as a uterine tonic and a vulnerary. So frankincense is absolutely incredible. Also referred to as olibanum. It's a common type of essential oil used in aromatherapy that can offer a variety of health benefits, helping to relieve chronic stress and anxiety, reducing pain and inflammation, and boosting immunity, and even fighting cancer. So boswellia, extra boswellia, and one of the herbs that's also in the CF formula, and one that is good to get extra, is turmeric, curcumin, anti-inflammatory. What a great anti-inflammatory herb. Also crosses the blood-brain barrier. It's good against tumors in the brain because of its anti-inflammatory ability to not only be an anti-inflammatory all throughout the body, but even crossing the blood-brain barrier and feeding the brain and making you smarter and reducing inflammation. And it stimulates, turmeric stimulates the bile flow. It reduces blood clotting. It protects the liver. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, and it fights cancerous tumors. So, turmeric is one of those roots that you really want to get in your diet, and you can, and get it as a tincture extract. You can get it as a powder. It's in curry powder. Yeah, that's what it gives curry the yellow. The yellow is the turmeric root. And the reason they use it so much in India and everything, all over the place, curry this, curry everything in India. It reduces inflammation. And they know it, and they use it a lot. And there's that colloidal silver water generator, taking plenty of that. And it's describing, why take pregnenolone. Because when you're fighting cancers and any other disease or illness, it's going to cause stress. It's going to cause adrenal exhaustion. It's going to cause fatigue to deal with it. And so there's an inexpensive hormone called pregnenolone. And a little bit of that helps to get rid of the stress, help get rid of the adrenal exhaustion, get rid of the fatigue, balance the mood. It also enhances the memory, improves the nerve impulse transmission, and it even helps improve spinal cord injuries, and especially if it's done immediately when there has been a spinal cord injury and you know about pregnenolone, it can bring you back out of it if you know about it. But a lot of people don't know about it. They don't do it soon enough, so then they're dealing with the trauma of it. And then there's GABA, because we give you these things because relieving the anxiety, the stress, improving the brain function, and helping with ADD. GABA, G-A-B-A. That is another inexpensive supplement that's called gamma amino butyric acid. It's also used when there's enlarged prostate, because it plays a role in the mechanism of regulating the release of sex hormones. And then there's the superfoods with herbs. It gives you a convenient way to get the nutritional benefits of organic vegetables in your diet without consuming a ton of vegetables. Take the super green foods with herbs. On all of these things that I'm talking about and reading in this report that you can be looking at if you go to that website, herbalhealthreview.com, and click on Discoveries in Health and go down to the bottom, and it says 89 conference videos. We've done this before. You can go there right now or after this broadcast, go down there and look at this report and me explaining it for the many times. I've done this many times. So, and we've already done it before. So we do already have a screen capture of this. And it's on herbalhealthreview.com under the Discoveries in Health tab. Now, I mentioned Intramax, the best multiple vitamin you can get. I mentioned acidophilus powder, because that's going to give you the natural bacteria. Now you've got a healthy stomach and a healthy digestion, especially when you know about colostrum, because it's a concentrated immune system builder. It is a mammary secretion produced just prior to birth. So first thing that comes in mom's breast isn't the milk. It's colostrum to give you all the immunity. And that's what mom gives to baby. That's why it's so important for mom to begin breastfeeding and continue breastfeeding, because mom has the perfect things that the baby needs. And one of them is to immunize the baby with mom's colostrum. Well, now here's a colostrum supplement. and it contains protective antibodies and many nutrients. So when we're doing all these things, if there is a topical, like a skin tumor, on your skin, a cancer on your skin, there is something called black salve. Oh boy! And you know what? The FDA has cracked down on black salve, and you can't find it anywhere. Here it is, right here. There's black salve. If you've got a topical cancer, number 6525. There it is. That's right. They don't call it black salve anymore. They have to keep changing the names in order to get these things to you. They have my grandchildren and great grandchildren that are the manufacturers of this, and it's a not-for-profit. I want you to understand that this has not been a profitable thing. We've gone all, my family, myself, my daughter, my granddaughter, that we've all gone to the poorhouse helping people. And literally, nobody owns a car, nobody owns a house, and nobody has enough payments to pay anything on time. That's a ministry. But it shouldn't be that way. Because just because it's a ministry doesn't mean that the ministers should suffer. And because that's not right. And that's up to and that's why in America we have lost 90% of our herbalists in the last 2 years. They've been so harassed by the federal government and then created so many rules to make their life so miserable and so impossible to create natural remedies. You have silently lost 90% of your healers in America. That's right. They're not allowed to help you. The only reason I'm here, because I fought them. I fought the FDA, and I went into a courtroom without an attorney. Couldn't afford one. Still can't. And don't want one anyway. Don't like them, actually. It's a terrible business. And I got to go close up a mic here. But it's just we need to take care of our herbalists. I was on with Elder Raka, and he was telling everybody, how his wife no longer has kidney disorders, that he has witnessed people that have diabetes don't have diabetes, and cancers, and on and on and on. And that's why I got 500 telephone calls, and I'm so backed up, is because people listened to what he said, and he said, support your herbalists. We're losing them. We just lost Dr. Sebi. They murdered him. Of course, they said it wasn't. They said he died under arrest of pneumonia. If you believe that, yeah, right. Okay, no, and you're hearing about it. You're hearing about naturopathic doctors, natural healers being murdered. I think 20 or 30 of them so far this year. So they just find them dead, so there's evil going on here to take your natural healers away from you. Please support your natural healers. Support Doc Miles. Support the real people who are really out there trying to help you, because they're taking them away. They're murdering them. They're restricting them from helping you, and they don't get it, and we don't get enough donations to keep going. So very important. Please, there's a donate button over there on herbalhealthreview.com. There's a donate button there. Please, that you can't buy anything on that website, but you can press that donate button and leave them. Even $5 is more than they normally get. That's right. How about $5 for a $700 consultation? We deeply appreciate it. So please support your natural healers. They're just almost all gone. Manufacturers, 90% of the manufacturers of natural remedies are gone, been closed. The FDA got $4.7 billion to just do that, and then create rules that make it so difficult to get these natural remedies. A few months from now, they will probably be double the price. Why? Because it's that hard to get them to you. The FDA makes you do all kinds of different things over and over and over and over again, driving up the cost so that so that their drugs don't seem to be so expensive, and that maybe you'll buy their poison drugs instead of a natural remedy. Because now your natural remedy that used to be $10 is now $30, and because of the FDA, they're hostile, they're evil, they're a Nazi regime, and they're entrenched in America for over 70 years. There's a colon and liver blood cleanser, because Doc Miles mentioned how important it is to clean that liver, and there it is. We need to make sure that liver is that those bowel movements, every bowel movement should be so soft that it breaks up in a cloud. Yes, I hear somebody saying something. Go ahead. Okay.
Shalom, Dr. Bush. Just joining the conference. I apologize.
No problem. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about cancer. And we're talking about that we've mentioned this report before and created a report with screen capture. And we pointed to where it is. So after the broadcast, if you want to see this report that we're talking about today on a free audio video, go to the website herbalhealthreview.com and click on Discoveries in Health tab. Go all the way to the bottom. It says 89 videos are here. You click on that and you thumb through there till you get to the one about cancer. And by the way, there's going to be a whole bunch of other ones as well. And you can, and the neat thing about that is you can be watching it, you can pause it, you can, and the phone is ringing, and this one lady keeps calling me over and over again, and needing help, but I already helped her, and she keeps asking the same question, and I've helped her 3 times with the same question. So I'm going to have to call her back after the broadcast and help her again. But we're looking at the Uber conference here. I'm bringing it up over here so that I can close out that mic in Sacramento. And thank you for joining us. Everyone that has joined us here, bless you. Bless you. And that you can share this information with your friends, with your relatives, so that they may be comforted. And for the glory and for the victory of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in the name of Yahshua, our Savior, in His name. As we come praising, worshiping, and thanking Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, I am that I am, so be it, and amen. Yes, that you would be healed and from the Most High. So we're talking about a colon and liver blood cleansing formula called CAC. Number 1078 is a liquid. But if you've got constipation, what's constipation? When you flush the toilet, and if it doesn't break up in a cloud, you got constipation. Now, and if it's always that way, then you want to take an herbal tea called CACT number 4110. That tea, it will get rid of constipation and train the bowel to go back to work again. Because what you're looking for with every bowel movement is that every bowel movement is so soft that when you flush the toilet, it breaks up in a cloud. Now you know that the sewer system of the body is working, that liver is working. And that's what that colon and liver cleansing liquid does. It gets that liver working, it gets the bowel working, it trains it to go to work. And here's the good news. When you've finished and everything is working, you don't need it anymore. That's right, just a good diet. But if you don't have a good diet, and maybe if you got a bad diet for too many days in a row, Okay, then you've got your CAC to help clean you out, clean up the bloodstream, get you back on track again, and you're done. Then you don't have to take it anymore. And that's the way with all of these natural remedies. Certainly, if they're for nutrition, and if you needed some extra ginseng to really power you up, then you're going to take these things. But you're going to take them temporarily. You're not going to need to be powered up every day. There are days when you're going to lay back, I hope. Be able to rest a little bit and not have to work. But if you're hitting it hard, then you've got ginseng. And there's ginseng listed here. And what I did was I put six various ginsengs: Korean ginseng, American ginseng, Japanese ginseng, and Brazilian ginseng. Put them all together and created this super ginseng product. And of course, yes, before this broadcast, one of the reasons why I got so much energy, I took some. And I'll do it next week too. Because this is difficult, especially when you're 75 years old. To do this for 2 hours, I don't know a lot of 75-year-old guys that want to do that or try it. Now, when using the CAC colon and liver blood cleanser, when you're using that formula, then there's a fiber, and it's a special fiber. It's a special fiber with bentonite clay. So this fiber acts like a sponge going through the digestive tract, imparting all kinds of superfoods and nutrition and detoxification, and acting like a sponge and minerals and nutrients, and acting like a sponge and going through the body and absorbing all the bad guys as it's soothing and healing to the tissues and going through the body. And it has something else in it that is really cool. It has bentonite clay in this special fiber. The bentonite clay acts like a magnet for toxins and just pulls toxins out of your body. And so all of a sudden, you're feeling fantastic. It's taking the toxins out of your body. It's soothing and healing and nourishing to the digestive tract. So that's why you clean out with the colon and liver cleansing liquid, or the 4110 colon and liver cleansing tea if there's constipation. And then you're adding back a teaspoon or a tablespoon, whatever it takes to thicken up the bowel movements and act like a sponge. Now you are draining and pulling cancers and other toxins all out of the body. And pretty soon you're saying to yourself, why didn't somebody tell me about this before? Well, here we are. Now there's a gland rejuvenator, because a lot of times the glands are just sluggish. I mean, the liver's not working, the kidneys aren't detoxing, and maybe they're even aching a little bit, those kidneys. And so there's a gland rejuvenator that rejuvenates the glands. The formula helps balance blood sugar levels. It helps regulate the lymphatic system, stimulates and strengthens the spleen and the pancreas. I need some water. So now we're working on the glands. That's right. A gland rejuvenator with 8 separate formulations in it to balance all the glands at the same time. And it helps to regulate the lymphatic system and strengthens the spleen and the pancreas. And it stimulates the thyroid, and it balances the endocrine system. And it helps to keep the heart in proper function. It has a complete heart formula, as well as a glandular formula. It all in one herbal formula. And also, it can be used to aid digestion. And it helps eliminate toxins and dissolve gallbladder stones. It's a gland rejuvenator, all in one bottle. Usually people take about a teaspoon in the morning, teaspoon in the afternoon, teaspoon in the evening, in between meals. And the glands go back to work again, and they have a lot of energy. Now, a lot of this illness is caused by heavy metals, lead, mercury, cadmium, and if that ain't bad enough, we've got chemtrails. So we've got a real arrogant, evil, a bunch of politicians, we call our government, who have poisoned our air, poisoned our water, poisoned our food, restricted the use of natural remedies to where you can hardly get them, to drive up the cost so you can't even afford them. Wonderful, wonderful people there. No, they're not. They're not wonderful people. They're evil. So we need a heavy metal detox. So what's going to pull all the heavy metals out of the body that most people are loaded with, causing Alzheimer's, causing all kinds of health issues, because they're loaded with all this crap, all this metals. So you use garlic bulb, chlorella, and coriander root, and cilantro leaf. And we combine it all together, and it pulls heavy metals out of your body. And that's at one time you want to be sure and be using the colon and liver cleanser and the fiber, because now you're pulling all the metals out of your body, and you're going to drain them out and get rid of those. Can you imagine how good you're going to feel? And that's why Sis Rear McBee feels so good she can't believe it. Her body is in 2 weeks. She's feeling fantastic and getting better. I love it. And it goes on to warn you about sugars, carbohydrates, that they feed cancers. So let's really slow down on the simple carbohydrates, including dairy products, candy, baked food, and fruit, and processed sugars, and so forth. They gotta go. That's the evil stuff that all the doctors said. Oh, it's okay to have some. Sure, that makes more business for them evil guys. So, and it's the medical doctors with their poison drugs. That's evil. No, they're witches. That's witchcraft. Exactly. As a matter of fact, you look it up in the dictionary and you say, what does pharma? What's the origin of the word pharma? You look it up in the dictionary and it says witchcraft. That's right. Pharmaceutical industry, witchcraft industry. Honestly, look it up. Pharma, witchcraft. So now, so it goes on to talk about the dangers of carbohydrates and too much meat and animal products and so forth. Right now, when your body is compromised and trying to come back, you want to try to stay away from all this beef and so forth. You want to go on that Make Lifestyle Changes diet, and you want to rotate your organic chicken, organic turkey, wild caught fish. Never eat duck. Look at Leviticus. Read the Bible, and go back to Leviticus. It's going to give you the diet. It's going to tell you what's safe to eat and what's not. It hasn't changed. It's in the Bible. And look at Daniel. When the king said you got to eat meat or we're going to have to kill you and your friends, he talked the king into saying, letting him try his no meat, no pastry diet, and he and his friends were healthy, looked healthy, and where everybody else looked sick because they were just shoving that stuff down there, and meat and a lot of carbs and sugars and so forth, and they were sickly looking. And so the king said, "Okay, all right, you don't have to eat our meat. You've made your point. You don't have to eat our junk. You've made your point. We won't make you eat it." But up to then, anybody who didn't eat that junk, which was dictated, it's kind of like our government. If you don't eat their junk and poison yourself to death to feed the pharmaceutical industry so the politicians can get their graft money, then that's against their rules. And as far as they're concerned, their rules are just as good as laws because they enforce them, they intimidate you, and they fine you if you don't do what they want you to do. They take your children away from you if you don't obey their rules. Yeah, they're evil. Evil, man. Government has got me on the warpath. No kidding. No kidding. So, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
This is Edward. I'm the guy that brought up cancer, stage of cancer.
Yes. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was wondering, is there any way I can give you a number to call to my mother so you can help them out with my grandmother?
Brother, I have that number here. As a matter of fact, let's see. You're in the Las Vegas area.
Yes, Henderson.
Right. And I've got a 702 number that starts with 488. Is that it? Because I don't want to give it out over the air for everybody.
Oh no, that's mine.
Okay, so that's your number, and I know to give you a call after the broadcast because I don't want you to give the number out over the air in case somebody wants, it's your private number. I have your number. I'm going to call you after the broadcast. And I'm gonna help you, but I just want you to know the reason I haven't isn't because I'm just backed up. I've got 150 calls. After Elder Racha told everybody that I was one of the greatest healers on earth, and he's witnessed miracles come from me. I've been getting a lot of calls, so I've got your number. And what I'm going to do after the broadcast is I am going to call you, and I am going to then get that number so that I can call your mom, and I will spend time with her to explain exactly what I've explained here today, and make sure that she understands what to do. And one of the main things that she can do, and to hurry this whole thing up, is to call the office that manufactures these products, which I get nothing from the sale of any product. Please understand that. This is not a broadcast to sell something. You know what I'm selling here? I'm selling the Lord. That's what I sell. I'm selling the Lord, and I want everybody to love the Lord and to obey the Lord and to have a relationship with the Lord. And yes, and that's what I'm selling, brother. So I'm going to call you after the broadcast, okay?
Okay, I greatly appreciate it because they said she only has 6 months to live.
I understand, and then they cut that to about 3. Is that right?
They cut it to like 2.
2, exactly.
But that was a misunderstanding. It is 6 months. There was a mix-up in communication between
okay.
my stepfather's sister and
I understand.
My mom, so I got. It's still 6 months.
I understand. Well, that is a blessing that they think that, and that's one of the evil things they do as well. They give you a death sentence, and then that's in your mind. You say, I only got 6 months to live. Doctor said so. So in 6 months, I'm going to die. And guess what? In 6 months, people die. If they tell you you got 3 months, you're worrying about it, and you worry yourself to death, in 3 months, you're done. And they do that all the time. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to hurry it up. I don't know. Or maybe they just want to watch people suffer to death and worry about it for 6 months or 3 months. Stupid, isn't it? Stupid.
Because I feel like long as the Most High live, he says when I go.
That's so. Yay. Yes, exactly right. Because the Lord is in charge, and the Lord can heal her now, right now. And so, yeah, for them to go around and give death sentences and so forth, and then they admit to you that they don't really know. We got an open mic. I'm going to go ahead and close that mic out. So please, after, I will call. And I've got open mics here. I've got to close the mic there. That's better. Okay. So in the meantime, you know about this report. And and I'm sorry, but that is a lot of noise. I have to keep closing this mic out there in Las Vegas. I'm sorry. It sounded like a train was going through your living room. Okay, I closed it up again. Now I'm going to open your mic again. Okay, the train has passed. So, I used to live in Las Vegas. Yes, back in 61. I lived in Las Vegas for a while. So anyway, so and the silver dollars in my pockets, I would get paid in silver dollars back in 61 in Las Vegas, and I would get paid in silver dollars, and they wore out my pockets and would make my legs sore just carrying them around in my pocket full of silver dollars. So, brother. You've got this report that details what to do. You've got the telephone number to call the manufacturer is 541-791-8400. Do you have that?
Yes, I have that.
541-791-8400. You can call them. You can ask them to go ahead and put you on a starter of these types of products. And they will put it together for you. They will add it up for you. They will call you back. And they're also going to be there to answer your questions and help you and make sure you get results. So you've got a support group with me, with them, with this support group here. And that's what the Most High has created. And then the Most High has me just constantly, day in, day out, researching these reports, making adjustments and changes, and making them better as I uncover new and greater research, so that you've got the best cutting edge opportunity to get control of all kinds of different issues. Because there's all kinds of different reports. And each report, when it talks about a supplement or an herb, you click on it, and it takes you over to their website, betterhealthherbs.com. Betterhealthherbs.com. That's where all these products are linked to. And there you can buy something. There you can buy the herbs. There you can buy the supplements. And you can get the best. And then you can call them up on the telephone, and you can talk to them about it, and ask them questions, and they're very, very helpful, because it's my grandchildren and my great grandchildren. I have one daughter who blessed me with 8 grandchildren, who blessed me with 13 great grandchildren. So the eldest of the grandchildren is the manufacturer of all these remedies, and very, very knowledgeable. And her name is Brittany, and her 2 sisters, Linda and Alyssa, are their helper That's her helpers. So you can call there and you can talk to Linda, you can talk to Alyssa, you can talk to Brittany, and they will put together what you need and then call you back. So that can hurry things up here a little bit so you can get things going. How's that for an idea?
Oh, that's perfect. That's wonderful, and thank you very much. I spoke with Brittany once before because I ordered a couple items from her, and I also I'm ordering something else for my diabetes.
Ah, yes, get a diabetes starting kit. And please, folks, I'm not promising that your diabetes is going to be over in 3 to 6 weeks, just because most people's is. When they get on that diabetes program, no more diabetes in 3 to 6 weeks. From people who have diabetes for 10, 15 years, which was one of the reasons, one of the things that Elder Rakah mentioned on his broadcast, that he's having people come back to him and tell him, hey, Truman told me about some diabetes herbs, and I don't have diabetes anymore. Matter of fact, in 3 to 6 weeks, and then they go back to their doctor, and their doctor says, I can't find any diabetes. And then their endocrinologist says, wait a minute, there's no such thing as a cure for diabetes. Stay on your diabetes drugs and your insulin and pills and Josh Kearns told his endocrinologist, no thanks. My doctor says I no longer have diabetes after over 10 years. In 3 to 6 weeks, I'm taking some natural remedies. I don't have diabetes anymore. My doctor said so. So, Mr. Endocrinologist, Dr. Endocrinologist, I'm not coming back to you. I'm not ordering your diabetes things anymore because I don't have diabetes anymore. Goodbye. And his endocrinologist couldn't believe it. So, because they don't.
Taking my metformin, actually, like, because my grandmother in old age, she passed away from diabetes, from my mother's side, and I just stopped taking metformin. I don't deal with it, but I've been fine because I do work out. I'm 39. And I barely found out I was diabetic, what, 5 years ago?
Yes.
So but I was taking the medicine for like up to a year. And then my mom kind of told me to stop taking it, because my mom's been in the herbs and stuff for like a good portion of my life. I remember she was always talking about herbs was the way to go. And everything, but she's like kind of she believes in herbs, but she don't have like your knowledge or she's not certified. But I gave her the number to your website to become. Well, not the number, but I gave her your website to become a certified herbalist. Well,
great, because you can become a certified herbalist, and the beginning herbal course I think is probably less than $100, and then you can become an herbalist, and you get the training, and of course then these herbalists that are going through that course, they're calling me, and they're helping their friends, they're helping their mom, their dad, and their kids, and everybody's getting healthy and well, and because they're using natural remedies, and it's wonderful. Yes, there's also an affiliate program. I didn't know if you know it. That you can become an affiliate of all the Better Health Herbs products and make 30% off of the sale of every single product with no inventory. All you have is get a website, and you have a link right from your website over to the website betterhealthherbs.com, and people go to your website and they press that link and they order things that you might mention to them, or you have them call me or Brittany or Linda or Alyssa there at the office, and we help them, and then they place the order on your website, and you make 30% with no inventory. So and usually those affiliate programs are more like 15%, 20%. This is one of the few generous affiliate programs that give you all this support, and you make 30%, and you never have to order any product. They just go on the website, they place the order, and at the end of the month, you automatically get a check. And you can, and in that affiliate program, you can go up on their website and you can go look. They have an affiliate room, and you can look and see who's ordering, what they're ordering, how much your check is going to be at the end of the month, and so forth. As you go along, how much you've made so far this month. There's all this information. So that betterhealthherbs.com, we've done a great deal, and I'm the one that invented that affiliate program. I'm the one that created this system, and I did it by the direction of the Most High. Is the only reason I was able to create such a wonderful system of helping people, and especially the poor who can't make a donation. And that's why those that can make any kind of a donation need to help me carry the poor, because I will help them for nothing, but I can't help. I got so many people that I'm helping for nothing. I can't pay my bills, so I really need your support. So, and I could use an assistant, so that I could get back to folks much quicker. But anyway, there's that affiliate program. You can become an affiliate, and it costs nothing. And if you don't have a website, my grandson-in-law, he will build you a website for right around $200. That's right. You'll have your own website with your own special logo and name and everything, and a link over to betterhealthherbs.com. He'll do it all for you for right around $200. So it's quite a system that the Most High has created there. What do you think?
It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. So go ahead.
My neighbor, his wife, we were just speaking about it this morning, and she wants to get involved. She wants to go to the class and become certified, and everything. I told her I'd give her the number, and she can contact you, and because I have it written down. I know I have it written down in my notebook, but my notebook's a mess. So I just told her I'd give her your number, and everything. I'm coming across more and more people.
When I get behind on the one of the bed.
I'm sorry.
Hello, what did you say? Somebody said something over there in area code 256.
I want to get on the conference.
You were on the conference. Yes, you are. Okay. Did you have a question over there in area code 256? Okay, I guess not. Okay, so we are coming close to the end of the broadcast, and I want to finish talking about the importance of inexpensive supplements like selenium. Selenium is an inexpensive mineral. All you need is like 200 micrograms of selenium as a powerful anti-cancer medicine. That's right. The herb, the mineral selenium. It's listed here. So that's number 2565 is its stock number. Make sure you're taking selenium, 200 micrograms. Make sure you're getting that 50,000. I use 50 drops of liquid sunshine for 15 days, and thereafter 10 drops every day of liquid sunshine to boost up the immune system. And because remember, vitamin D is proven to slash cancers by 77%. So these are the things that we need.